What's up everyone, just Jason here. Today's super chaffle or easy chaffle recipe is going to be one made with some curried chicken. Now, we made this curry chicken last night on the live stream and we did make some chaffles with it, but I thought I'd make a dedicated video for chaffles tonight to release this week. So it's just a simple shredded chicken curry recipe with some curry powder, some spices, a little bit of tomato, some onion, and coconut milk. So more of a low carb thing, not super high in carbs by any means, but you know, any of your favorite curry recipe would probably work in this instance. So we've got some of the curry chicken here. We're going to use 2 eggs for this recipe this week, and I've got 2/3 of a cup of finely chopped mozzarella cheese here. And because we're going to make them crispy chaffles, we're going to use some Parmesan cheese to make that happen. So we'll get set up and we'll start mixing these chaffles. Okay, so we can start mixing these chaffles. We've got our 2 eggs. I've beaten them up a little bit here to start with. What we're going to do is we're just going to add our mozzarella cheese. Again, that's 2/3 of a cup of just shredded cheese. I like to finely chop it. I find that the chaffles mix up a little bit better that way. You can actually mix this all in a little blender and it makes an even better chaffle batter, but I find that just makes extra things you need to clean, so I don't really bother with that too often. With the cheese being nice and finely shredded, as you can see, it just takes a couple of seconds to get that mixed in. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take some of this curried chicken here. Again, this is just a pulled chicken. I made the chicken in the Instant Pot a couple of nights ago, and then last night we made the curry chicken on the live stream. I'll leave a link to that up in the top corner there if you want to check that out. It was a lot of fun. There's quite a few of us hanging out, just chatting and cooking here, doing a live cook along, which isn't something we do very often, but it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna mix some of that in thoroughly, kind of thing. Just make sure we have lots of that curry chicken in there. The chicken definitely smells really good already, and we haven't even started cooking it. So I was happy with how that turned out. It was actually the first time I've even made curry chicken, so I was happy with how that worked out. So that's pretty much it. So I think that's all we're going to put in. I didn't know how much we were going to use, but that looks good. So we'll get the Dash Minis warmed up and we'll start cooking. Okay, so our 2 Dash multi-maker mini waffle irons are warmed up here. These multi-makers, it's a little different from the regular Dash Minis. You can see a little gray button here. These plates actually pop out so that you can clean them in the sink or even throw them in the dishwasher. I've got a video on the channel that explains how these work. I really prefer these over the traditional Dash Minis. A lot easier to keep clean. So like I was saying earlier, this week's recipe is going to be for crispy chaffles. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with some shredded Parmesan on the bottom here first, just like so. And then we're going to put our curry chicken chaffle batter in, just like that. Definitely don't want to put too much in or it'll sort of spill out the sides. You don't really have to press it out. The waffle iron will do that work for you. I just like to press it out a little bit to gauge sort of how much we need to put in there without putting too much in. So that should be good. Now the second part of the crispy chaffles obviously is to put a little bit more of this Parmesan cheese on top of the batter. I also have a video on the channel explaining how to make really crispy chaffles every time. And this is pretty much it. These ones just happen to be curry chicken chaffles. So we'll close these up and we'll come back in 4 or 5 minutes when they're done, and we'll check them out. Okay, our looks like our chaffles are probably done here. We'll open up the Dash Minis. You can see they're nice and golden brown, and I can tell already that they're nice and crispy. So let's get these first two out. There's a nice close-up. We're just going to set these aside on a wire rack to cool for a little bit while we cook the third one, because there is enough mix left to cook up a third chaffle. So again, there's the close-up. So we'll get this third chaffle going here. I'll get this one going and then I'll bring you back to see how they turned out. Okay, so we've got our 3 crispy curry chicken chaffles here. Got 3 full-size chaffles, and I don't know if you can hear, they're nice and crispy on the outside. This is just using some basic curry powder and then this curry masala spice mix, again with some chicken and a few other things, tomatoes and onions and just a little bit of coconut milk kind of thing. Just a basic curry recipe. So basic because I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to curry, but they definitely make for what looks like some really good chaffles. So let's break this one open here. As you can see, it's got that nice sort of curry color to it in the middle, and they smell really good. And basically they are completely packed with chicken, which is really gonna taste good. So let's give this a try and see how they turned out. Yep, these chaffles really carry that that curry flavor well. So yeah, these are a great snack. I'm sure there'd be great times to have these as part of a meal, or just as a snack kind of thing, or make ahead so you can warm up in the oven, or I'm sure they'd probably freeze pretty well. So that's about it for this recipe. Again, it was part of a live stream that we did last night. That'll be linked in the description as well if you want to check it out. It was a lot of fun. So we'll leave it at that, and then next week we'll be back with another recipe video and another live stream as well. So consider subscribing, turn on the notifications, like the video, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and we'll see you next week. Keep on thriving, my friends.